Hey YouTube family, welcome back to From Rent to Roots. I'm Tiffany, and if you've been following along, thank you for being a part of this journey. If you're new here, welcome. This channel is all about leaving apartment life behind, restoring the Raven Rose, building an off-grid homestead in Colorado, and sharing every step along the way. So, with that said, let me show you what we've been up to. Today, I wanted to take you back to where it all started with the Raven Rose and show you some of the work that went into bringing this individual back to life. There's Alan. Alan is the guy that I purchased the fifth wheel from. And this is the inside of the fifth wheel. So what we ended up doing was removing everything that was left in the travel trailer. We removed all of those balances that you see above the windows. We removed all the curtains. We lift up all the sofa cushions, the seats, to remove any and everything that was underneath them in the storage space. We brought a bunch of cleaning supplies from the Dollar Tree to clean this baby up cheaply. And as you can see, the floor needs to be redone. The stove is a beige color, the overhead is a beige color, and you saw that old wallpaper on the backsplash. So what we did is we also removed the bench that was on the side of the cabinet by the sink because I'm going to use that space for something that you will see in the grand finale. That vent right there, we ended up replacing it with a newer vent. And in the bathroom, we also removed the vent in that bathroom and we replaced it with the newer vent as well. We got rid of the towels as well, so anything that was left in there that was not of our own, we removed it. As you see, that vent is very busted. That cover blew off. We had to retrieve it, so it's just wide open for anything and everything to come through there. As you can see, the shower hose and head needs to be replaced. It's fairly dirty, as you saw, with the top of the sink and the flooring. And that's one of the hoses. And so with the door is in pretty good shape. I am going to put a different screening on it just because I want something a little newer that's not that old and kind of, I guess, dry rotted, so to speak. Those steps there, we removed the carpet from the steps in that little area when you first step up into the sleeping loft. We removed the valance, the curtains, the cupboards, the pillows, that mattress, everything came out of that travel trailer and went to the dump. My son also removed that yellow flooring that you saw there, and that's that vent cover that blew off that we were able to retrieve. So when we started painting, we started poking holes through the wall, just putting pressure with the paint roller. Decided to peel it off, and that's what we found. All the wood was dry rotted on that long wall of the sleeping loft and half of the top of the ceiling. So there were termites in there once we peeled all the boarding off and removed the fiberglass insulation. We took a sawzall, cut up those boards, removed all that old damaged boarding, and this is what we have left. I removed all the wiring from those boards. We brought new boards from Home Depot, some screws. I brought a circular saw as well. And we measured and cut that wood. We're using those cushions as support for our back ends while we're sitting up there because it's hard. So you see those little weights in the boards? That's the first cut with using a circular saw for the first time. We was able to even that out and get them nice and straight. These are the screws we used to put the frame together and screw everything back into the side wall as well as the support beam across the top. I bruised my finger there. And this is the final results of rebuilding that frame and that support beam across the ceiling. We drilled holes into those three boards. I rewired everything, connected the wires back to the lighting that's overhead in that sleeping loft. Went ahead and started painting it. As you see, that old towel is removed. I used that photo sealing tape that's made for RVs to seal all the seams from when we put the foam installation in and the smooth plywood to create the walls. And this is what it's looking like in regards to paint. That's called Ghost Whisper, and we painted the front faces white. You'll see more of that. This is the sink. I decided to go with the gold color to add a little pop of color and a little razzle dazzle. We painted the stove with an appliance paint white. I started the backsplash with a marble look, and you'll see more of that. Now here's the outside. There's like a beige looking color with a burnt orange looking color with the stripes. You see lots of rust as well all the way around. And we decided to go ahead and keep that 15-gallon propane tank there because it's in pretty good condition, no leaks or anything of that sort. So I decided to go with a nice bright white and black at the bottom. That blue painter's tape that you see in that burnt orange color is going to be painted a different color. We painted the underneath or the underbelly of the sleeping loft all black. And then this is the other side on what it's looking like. It's looking really good. That paint got rid of all of that rust. This is what it's looking like on the back. Yes, we have paint on the lights. We will be replacing those lights as well. So this is the vent cover. I measured that and ordered two new vents off of Amazon. They were fairly reasonable. They have screens, they have the crank handle to open up the top, and my son was able to remove the old vent framing and everything and install the new ones sealed around it completely with that tape as well. So this is the process that we have made so far. And YouTube family, that is it for this episode. So thank you so much for spending a little time with me today and for being a part of this journey. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming up next. Until then, take care, God bless, and I'll see you on the next episode of From Rents to Roots.